Streets of San Francisco, a Quinn Martin production. Starring Karl Malden. Also starring Richard Hatch. With guest stars Ned Beatty, Susan Oliver, Paul Cavonis, Edward Power, Rafael Campos. Tonight's episode, Hang Tough.
Do we take him now?
Yeah, let's go.
Police, open up!
Hi, honey. Looking for a little action?
Nothing. Call an ambulance?
Too late. She OD'd. She's just a kid.
Spread them.
You're clean, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You clean, huh? You want to tell that to the kid upstairs?
What kid? What are you talking about?
Only one more corpse. Hardly counts, right?
Hey, I don't know nothing about no stiff.
You garbage. Maybe this will help you remember.
Eddie.
Hey, Bugs, cut it out. What are you, crazy, man?
Eddie!
Stop that, you hoodlums! I'll call the cops!
Go back to bed, lady. We are the police. He's only faking. Get up, Spider.
Faking? Eddie, you're lucky he's still breathing. I swear, Eddie, I don't know what's getting into you.
You want to know what? I'll tell you. There's a dead kid laying in a room up there. Scum like this goes scot-free. Besides, he pulled a knife on me, didn't he?
I didn't see no knife.
Yeah.
Are you crazy, Eddie? Why snowflake the guy?
I got my reasons. On your feet, punk.
All yours.
They both look the same.
Exactly. The one is pure uncut heroin from our property department. The other is the residue from the hypodermic syringe used by or on the dead girl.
Then she just didn't OD. Whoever gave it to her is guilty of murder.
That's why we called you in, Lieutenant.
Her name was Amanda Cully. She just passed her 15th birthday.
Amanda Cully, 15. Thanks, Doc.
Thank you.
I want the arrest reports, and I want the yellow sheet on Emilio Spider Gonzalez.
Okay. Can you figure why anyone would want to give a girl like that uncut heroin?
What you're really asking is, why would anyone want to kill a 15-year-old child?
I got an anonymous tip a buy was going down, so we staked it out. We proceeded to the third floor, apartment 3B, getting no response to our knock. We kicked the door in.
Did you have a warrant?
We're on the graveyard shift, Lieutenant. You ever try to wake a judge at that hour? Anyway, this all happened within an hour, half hour at the time we got the tip.
Well, according to the yellow sheet here, he's been clean for the past 3 years.
Just means he hasn't been caught in 3 years. We all know he's a pusher.
Could be. But as far as we know, he's strictly nonviolent. He's never been charged with carrying weapons.
Yeah? Well, maybe that wasn't a shiv that he pulled on me. Maybe he was just offering me a lollipop. Tell him, Stan.
The suspect drew a switchblade, sir.
How come you're on this case, Lieutenant? They switched you over to narco?
No. The charge against Gonzalez has been up to murder. The stuff that killed that girl, 100% pure heroin.
No wonder he pulled a knife.
Captain Devitt called. Spider's been released on $10,000 bail.
What? 10 grand on a murder charge? Hey, what's going on here?
Come on, let's find out. We'll see you later.
Uncut H. Looks like our troubles are over, my man.
They shouldn't have started. Okay, you had provocation, but you lost your temper, so tell him. You didn't have to flake the guy, Eddie.
That's easy for you to say. You don't have a pension coming up in 4 months.
Wouldn't be risking a thing. Most they'll do is slap you on the wrist.
What's really eating you, pal?
I'm getting sick and tired of lying for you, pal.
Then don't. Tell him whatever you want.
You're dumb.
Okay. That was dumb. You wouldn't think on your partner.
Gotta get rid of this. Excuse me. Come in.
Listen, Captain, Oh, excuse me.
Yes, Mike.
I'm sorry, but, Captain, about a half hour ago, I started work on a homicide, the Amanda Cully case. Before I could turn around, the suspect is out on a $10,000 bail. Now, where did the push come from? The DA's office or here?
Here. Lay it out from John.
Yeah, I asked the DA to recommend low bail for Gonzalez. As head of narcotics, I had my reasons.
Do you mind letting me in on it?
Not at all. As a matter of fact, they have to do with your so-called prime suspect. We've all dealt with stoolies before. But never in my experience have I come across a guy, an informant, as valuable and dedicated as Spider Gonzalez.
What turns him on?
I think the first thing that turned him on was when his younger brother OD'd about 4 years ago. Since that time, he's been a one-man guerrilla army. Can I tell you the guy has performed better than any guy in my squad? Better than any undercover narc.
Captain, I think you have a problem.
Okay. Tell me about it.
Well, if your own head of narco is so high on Gonzalez, how does it square with the arresting officer's report that Gonzalez drew a knife on him?
It doesn't square.
Oh, you have a theory?
Yes, I have a theory. I think Inspector Boggs is a damn liar. That's my theory.
And what about the knife? Where did that come from?
Gonzalez says Boggs planted it on him.
You believe Gonzalez?
I do.
How about you, Captain?
Well, that's my dilemma, Mike. I have to make a decision about Boggs. To do it, I need more information. To get that, I have to break this homicide. And that is your job.
My job.
That's right.
All right. Was Gonzalez in that girl's pad or not? Look, you don't have to get permission from him to talk to me. Homicide takes precedence over everything, including narcotics.
He's right. Give him everything.
It was there.
Doing what?
For the last few months, Gonzalez has been trying to make a contact with a major dealer. We don't know his name. He goes by the Tucson Connection. He's been responsible for over half the drug traffic in this area. So we finally set up a meet for this morning. We get the word that the guy is flying in. Only the meat never comes off because Boggs barges in on a tip of his own and blows it.
Why didn't Spider tell Boggs the truth when they caught up with him?
Because Spider was under orders from me not to tell anyone.
Well, I don't care what anybody said. I want to talk to him.
Sure, it may take a couple of days for him to surface.
Look, a homicide is difficult enough to deal with. But I never thought I'd see the day when the waters would be muddied by the department itself.
Not by the department, Lieutenant. By one cop named Boggs.
If you happen to think of anything, please give us a call. Thank you.
That's 0 for 11. It's getting discouraging.
Yeah, well, if Spider didn't kill her, then somebody else did. Come on, let's keep plugging.
Not again. I just got out.
Okay, lady, relax. We're not Vice. Is it all right if we come in?
Huh. Why should you be an exception?
You, see any strange-looking characters hanging around last night?
Nah. I was out late. Wait a minute. There was somebody, a guy, just as I was coming in. I think he came out of the building.
Go on.
Well, he was a cowboy type. You know, boots, denim pants, big hat. He didn't belong around here.
Well, do you think he can remember enough so that the police artist could draw a sketch?
I could try.
Good. We'd thank you if you could. Well, why don't you take her downtown? When the sketch is finished, you telephoto it to the Tucson police for a possible ID.
Do you think maybe you could put in a good word for me with Inspector Jenkins? He's in Vice.
Well, I tell you what. You get yourself dressed and I'll mention it.
I don't know what's so special about a fracas out the alley. It happens all the time.
Well, this one's very important. Early this morning, are you sure you didn't hear or see something down there?
Well, I heard some yelling. Cut it out, Bob. Or Todd, something like that.
Could it have been Boggs?
Boggs. B-O-G-G-S?
That's right.
Maybe. It sounded like that.
Is there anyone else living in this apartment who might have seen or heard something?
No, I'm a widow. I live alone.
Mrs. Doyle, it all happened right here out of your window. Are you sure you didn't see something?
All I heard was some noise. I was scared to look outdoors. You know how it is, a woman living alone?
Yes, I sure do. Well, if you happen to think of anything, I'll be grateful if you gave me a call.
You make it sound serious.
It is serious. Very serious.
You want anything special for dinner?
Whatever you make will be fine, sweetheart.
So what is it, Eddie?
What's what?
Got something on your mind? Shouldn't keep things from me.
Gracie, the only thing that is on this mind right here is that I am happy I joined the force when I did, because in 4 months I'm going to have in 20 years, and then it's going to be an early retirement and a pension, and you and me, and a lot of traveling around.
Oh, you know how much I've been thinking about this.
You don't have to tell me, sweetheart.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Gracie.
Listen, I'm going to the market. You stay for supper?
Thanks, some other time.
Okay. See you.
Well, you sure dug a hole for us this time, partner.
What's eating you? Come on, relax, will you? Have a beer?
I'll tell you what's eating me. Spider's clean as a whistle. She's Hanley's stoolie.
Where'd you hear that?
From a gal I know in the DA's office. That's why he got such low bail. He's been working for narco for 4 years. Oh, come on, Eddie. It's not too late. Tell him the truth.
What do you mean, tell him that we flaked upon?
Yeah.
Listen, it's not just a question of me losing my pension. We can both go to the slam.
Well, what are we gonna do, Eddie?
We're gonna hang tough. That's what we're gonna do. Till I figure out what our next move is.
don't think I could drink it now.
Okay, this is it.
Spider, I want a word with you.
Hey, what do you come bothering me for? Can't you see I'm playing a game, man?
No shooter here. No shooter. Come on, it's only going to take a minute. Let's go.
Get your hands
Come on.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
Listen, I got a proposition to make to you. It could do us both some good. All you got to do is admit that you pulled a knife.
Admit?
You had a good reason, see? It was dark in that alley. You couldn't see who it was, so you're trying to defend yourself. It's only natural.
Why should I get you off the hook? What?
I made a mistake, okay?
You sure did.
Look, I'm willing to pay for it. It's worth 5 bills, friend. 5 big ones.
Man, you beat the hell out of me. You almost wiped me out. Now you think that you can square it away just by offering me 5 bills?
That's all that I got.
I don't care. It's $5,000, man. You're on the griddle, Bugs. On the griddle.
You scum! Garbage! I should have snuffed you when I had a chance, but I can still do it, punk.
Go ahead.
Remember that, okay?
Hey, guys. This man's threatening to ice me. Now, don't forget where you heard it, huh? Go ahead. Do it.
Stone.
Look, we checked your story. Found 4 witnesses, and nobody heard of the bribe attempt.
I told you that that's way, way back then.
Relax, relax. They all corroborate the threat.
But it's guys like Bugs that give the police a bad name, you know.
I'll take care of Boggs with the department later. Right now, I want to talk to you about murder.
Well, go ahead.
What was your relationship with Amanda Cully?
Well, she was a friend. She was one of 5 kids that I've been working with, you know. They all on the nod, trying to getting off of it.
I can vouch for that, Lieutenant.
Yeah, I was doing pretty well with her. I mean, I put her in a methadone program, everything.
She didn't die from that. Junkies have been known to backslide.
Not her. No. And don't ask me about the OD. I mean, I can't explain it. Somebody must have zapped her.
Tell me, why did you use her pad for the connection?
I figured it'd be the safest.
Get over there. All right, what are you looking at? Beat it. Okay. Listen, you know that the coroner's report said that she had a bruise on her chin. They assumed that she got it from falling down. Maybe she was slugged.
And gave her the drug after she was unconscious.
Yeah, and whoever did it probably figured out that she was working for you. Maybe your cover was blown.
I don't see how. Nobody knows about my police work.
You could be wrong. You may have enemies.
Only one, Eddie Boggs.
All right, stay in touch.
suspension is temporary, pending the outcome of Lieutenant Stone's investigation. That's all.
Mike?
You and your investigation.
Well, what about it?
20 years I've been busting my hump for the department. The only time I ever took off, I was laying in a hospital. They were picking slugs out of my eye. And for what? So some Johnny-come-lately with a college degree can work it out, so I have to turn in my badge and my gun.
Gonzalez made some accusations. I checked them out. 4 people heard you threaten him.
Okay. You say a lot of things when you're hot. Do you think that I would be stupid enough to kill that punk? Or anybody?
I only said Captain Devitt had good grounds for the suspension.
So the upshot is the punk gets to carry a gun and I don't. If he decides to take a pot shot at me, I don't have a gun to defend myself.
Gonzalez is hiding out. He's not going to kill anybody.
You want to know what I think? Hanley is doing this to rob me of my pension.
Can I tell you what I think? I don't think you're helping your case any by making ridiculous statements.
Well, you want to know what's ridiculous? Lieutenant Hanley goes to law school at night. Yeah, he's very strong on the rights of the suspects. Well, what about the rights of cops, huh?
Just might have a point.
Maybe. Now, we're working on a homicide. Telex come in yet?
I'll check.
Some dame's been calling you. Twice. Name's Emma Doyle.
Yeah? What is an Emma Doyle?
Jokes, huh?
Oh, relax, Stan, will you? Huh? And we don't have to take any squeal. We're off duty, remember? Nice short vacation, feel good, huh?
Could be a long vacation.
Yeah, that too. When I retire, 4 months.
What's that for?
What's the matter? You know I keep a second gun.
I know that. What are you going to do with it?
Well, I don't know. Hey, could come in handy, couldn't it? You know? Maybe I run into old Spider out there on the street, throw a little scare right in.
Eddie, you try anything crazy like that, and you're on your own. I mean it.
What are you talking about? Take it easy, will you? Come on. Hey.
Hey. Heard your characters drew a suspension.
Good news. Travels fast.
Yeah? Well, I just want you to know. Boys back in the squad room are all behind you. I mean, anything at all we can do. Anything.
Hey, now that you mention it, you know I did you a little favor one time? Remember the time when I nailed Martucci? And let you take credit for the calling?
You don't have to remind me. I owe you.
You know, I think there is one little thing you could do.
Name it, name it.
Michael, telex from Tucson just came in.
So?
So they can't be positive, but the sketch we telephotoed looks like somebody named Boot Wilson. He's a big wheel in a local drug syndicate. He's also known to dress cowboy style.
Yes.
Excuse me, Lieutenant Stone. I'm Inspector Davis, narco.
What can I do for you, Davis?
Well, it has to do with Spider Gonzalez. A piece of information you might be interested in.
Yes, go on.
Well, I tried to hang a collar on him 5 years ago, and he pulled a switchblade knife on me. I didn't report it at the time because he got away and I didn't want to look bad.
Well, you understand, don't you, that you're laying yourself open for disciplinary action?
Yes, sir, but I figure Boggs is in worse trouble, and I felt it was my duty to step forward. I just wanted you to know that Gonzalez has been known to carry a knife.
I see. Okay. I'll pass the word.
Thank you, sir.
Sad. Oh, that's sad. You know what that is? That's called departmental cover-up.
Could be telling the truth.
No, no way at all. What else is on that telex?
Well, Wilson dropped out of sight about a month ago. Hasn't been seen since.
Well, according to our information, the Arizona contact flew in. Why don't you call the airlines? All flights from Tucson.
He probably wouldn't use his real name if he booked a flight.
Well, it's worth a try, isn't it? And while you're at it, call up the Tucson police. I want the book on Wilson. I want his fingerprints, mug shots. I want the works.
Where you going?
Well, I'm worried about Boggs. I want to talk to him, see if I can't settle him down a bit.
Yeah, he could use a little Dutch uncle.
Yeah. Mrs. Boggs, I'm Lieutenant Stone, San Francisco Police.
Oh. Come in, please.
Thank you. I'd like to talk to Eddie.
Well, he's not here.
Well, when will he be back?
Late?
How late?
I don't know. He said he's working a stakeout.
Well, how long ago did he leave?
10, maybe 15 minutes ago. He came in, he made a lot of phone calls, and he left. Lieutenant, is something wrong?
Well, it's important that I get in touch with him. By any chance, did you happen to hear who he called?
The friends with the funny names, it's Gimpy or Feevesy or something.
Well, when he gets back, would you have him get in touch with me?
Lieutenant, is Eddie hasn't done anything wrong, has he?
I hope not. I sincerely hope he hasn't.
There you go, Charlie.
Hanley, you happen to know where Gonzalez is hiding out?
I might. Why?
Well, Boggs is making a lot of phone calls to stoolies. He's looking for him.
Uh-huh. So?
So I think you ought to alert Gonzalez. I think you ought to give him some discreet protection.
I can't do that, Stone. We're much too close to the Tucson connection. I don't want to blow it now.
Spider can't be hiding out and working for you at the same time.
That's precisely what he is doing. Now, his friends know how to get in touch with him. He's making all the right moves. But if that guy from Tucson even catches a hint of a cop, it's all over.
Look, Boggs is in a very irrational state of mind. What if he gets the Spider first?
He won't.
Well, don't kid yourself. Boggs knows his way around.
All right, it's one of the risks we have to take. It's the only way we can beat this dirty game.
All right, then. You can risk your own life if you like. But I don't think neither you nor I have a right to put somebody else's head on the block.
It's unavoidable. We're dealing with animals.
No, that doesn't mean we have to become animals.
Hey, Gimp. Over here.
Well, I saw Spider. He's got the bread.
Good, then we can make the deal.
Yeah, but you gotta move careful. The smell's in the streets.
Where is Spider?
I don't know. Under wraps somewhere, I guess. He said the place you picked was okay for the meat, though.
All right. Okay, my man.
Butch. Did you see him? How does he look? No good. No good, Spider. I think you're blown.
Well, why do you say that?
I just got a hunch.
Were you followed?
I don't think so, but Boggs phoned me. He's looking for you, too. Hey, wait a minute. You know how to use this thing.
Well, if I have to. Thanks.
Hey, don't use the front door, huh?
Haven't used the front door in years. Boggs?
Whose gun's being tested?
It's his.
I heard all we know so far is the spider was killed by a snub-nosed 32.
You own one, Mr. Boggs?
Yeah, you got the message. There's no question in my mind who was responsible for Gonzalez's death.
Oh, now, wait a minute. A lot of people could be responsible.
It's not the same gun.
Are you sure?
The barrel markings are completely different. See for yourself.
Well, it looks like you're off the hook, Boggs.
You give me too much credit, Lieutenant. How's a dumb cop like me gonna find Spider after you've stashed him away?
Where were you last night?
Bowling?
Check it out.
Okay. I wasn't bowling. I was just wandering around having a few. Everybody's so against me, I feel like I gotta make up alibis.
Not if you didn't do anything.
You think so? You're wrong, Lieutenant. See, a crook has to be proven guilty. But because I'm a cop, the burden is on me to prove my innocence. And that's equal justice. You through with that? That's personal property.
You're still on suspension. Why don't you just put it away?
It's me. I'll tell you what took so long. A few complications. They're all straightened out. Look, I told you. Every door's been slammed shut and locked. I'll be back today.
Comfortable?
Very.
You mind?
Oh, yeah, Mike. The report from Tucson. Our boy Boot seems to have had a very colorful career. In fact, among other interesting items, it says here that he owns and operates his own private airplane.
No wonder we struck out with the airlines.
He could have flown here solo.
And I'll bet he's about ready to fly out. Why don't you call all the private airstrips and make sure they have photos of Wilson?
And the description.
And the description.
What are you grousing around for? We're in the clear. With Spider gone, they got no case. Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are you kidding? Listen, ballistics checked my gun.
Oh, don't con me, Eddie, huh? You can have an old arsenal stashed away.
'Cause I am not crying a bucket of tears over this guy. Oh, I'm glad the punk got it. That don't mean I did it. Hey, look who's here. Come in, please, lady. Come on. Here. Let me help you with those groceries. Come here.
Hey.
Hold on. You're almost there. You okay?
Yeah, don't you guys work anymore?
No. We got time off for good behavior. Come on, Stan, drink up, will you?
Oh, there was some woman who called you, Emma Doyle.
Who?
That's the same dame called you at the office.
What's she doing calling me here? She leave a number or something?
No, she said she'd call you back.
Well, come here, honey. Join us, will you? Come on and have one. This is a celebration.
458, clear for takeoff.
Okay, try to keep him from taking off. I know it's difficult, but do the best you can. We're on our way. Come on, TriStar Airport.
TriStar Tower, this is 6725. X-ray, west tie down, taxi for takeoff.
Check your left engine. It seems to be smoking.
Okay to me.
All right, 25 X-ray, you can move out, but hold short of runway 32 right. Suggest you check your engine on run-up.
25 X-ray out. X-ray, port engine okay, holding on runway 32 right.
Hold your position, 25 X-ray. Inbound traffic, long final.
Twin engine plane number 6725, X-ray. I repeat, this is Inspectors 8-1 to all units within the vicinity of TriStar Airport.
25 X-ray, ready for takeoff.
Hold your position, 25 X-ray. Plane in distress. Attention all aircraft. Keep runway clear for emergency landing.
25 X-ray, ready for takeoff.
25 X-ray. Taxi into position and hold.
Emma Doyle?
That's right. Come on in, Mr. Boggs.
You wanted to see me about something?
Mm-hmm. Take a look out that window.
Right over there.
That's right.
What's this about?
Don't see anything now. But you did early Friday morning. Very early. About 6 o'clock.
You mind telling me exactly what this is all about?
Well, you beat up a man in that alley. I yelled down for you to stop.
I'm a cop. He was a dope pusher.
I know that. But he's dead now. I read it in the papers. So that means that I'm the only one that knows what happened outside of your partner.
What happened?
Why, you took a knife out of your pocket and you put it right in his hand. Oh, there was another cop here asking about it, Lieutenant Stone. I didn't tell him anything. Yet. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that a big, tough cop like you could just knock off a defenseless woman. Maybe even put a knife in my hand. That wouldn't be too smart because of that Lieutenant Stone. Now, I don't think he believed me. He asked me to call him back. So if anything should happen to me, I just get the feeling that he'd put 2 and 2 together.
How much?
$10,000. Now, if you want to know, I think that's a real bargain.
What's so important you roused me at the crack of dawn?
Come on.
Huh?
Come on. I'm getting blackmailed.
Who?
Emma Doyle. She's the old biddy that yelled out the window while I was beating Spider up.
How much did she see?
Everything.
Oh,
She wants 10,000. Hey, listen, you got any money?
Eddie, you're really flipping. Where am I going to get that kind of bread?
I just need 500. I got 5 bills myself. I mean, I think $1,000 will do it.
Well, if you give her a token payment now, it'll all lead to more blackmail.
Who's talking about paying?
What are you talking about?
I got a friend who's an enforcer, owes me a favor. I mean, a G will take care of it.
Eddie, you're really flipping. You're getting me scared, Eddie.
I'm not talking about having her blown away. Well, a guy, you know, he's going to rough her up a little, scare her, get her to shut up.
Look, if you see me on the street, don't say hello, huh? I mean, I don't know you, you don't know me, all right?
No, that figures. A crummy blackmailer. She's important, isn't she, huh? Human garbage like Spider Gonzalez, she's important, too. Only a dumb cop like Eddie Boggs, he don't count. You wanna know why he doesn't count? Because he never took a dime from anyone. He was never on the pad. He never made any deals. The only thing he ever got for himself was his belly full of lead, not once, but twice. And that's not to mention the minor scratches and the nicks and the bruises a cop is supposed to get, huh? I mean, a crook loses respect if he doesn't slice up a pig every once in a while. A pig, no, he's not supposed to touch nobody. No, sir. No, sir, your pig is supposed to stand around on your street corner and say, oink, oink, in here, huh? Like a little piggy. Piggy, piggy, oink, 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 oink. Get a hold of yourself. Wise up, will you? Will you wise up? Yes, I'll give you a few more years. But wait a minute, till retirement time comes around, man, they jerk the rug right up from under you.
Let me take you home, man. Come on, let me take
Stay
you
away
home.
from me, partner. Come on. You don't want to know me? I don't want to know you. No, sir.
Hey, let me take you home.
No, the hell with all of you. You think I'm a murderer? No. Right, sure. No. So what do I need to hire a Ginzo for? I can do my own dirty work, couldn't I? See you around, pal. So long.
Eddie, please.
Ballistics confirms that Wilson's gun killed Spider. My guess is that Spider's cover was blown. Amanda must have said something.
So he killed her.
And he would have killed Spider, too, if Boggs and Michaels hadn't gone in there and scared him off.
It's ironic, isn't it? I think Boggs probably saved his life. But I still think he attacked Spider, and I still think he planted that knife on him.
The point is, you can't prove that. And on the other side, there's Boggs' record. 20 years of outstanding service with the force. We've landed the Tucson connection. Why not be satisfied with that? As far as I'm concerned, the departmental charges against Boggs ought to be dropped. Man suffered enough. I'm for closing the case.
Your decision, Captain.
Hello, Captain Devon. Just a minute. Mike, this is Stan Michaels. He wants to talk to you. He says it's urgent.
Yes, Stone.
It's about Eddie, Lieutenant. I really think he's gone off the deep end. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, where are you now? All right, stay there. We'll pick you up. We're on our way. Sorry, Captain. This is urgent.
Okay.
Really urgent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I want to talk to you.
All right.
There's an old Chinese saying about wise men never find a dead body. You ever hear that one? Well, it means witnesses can get into a lot of trouble. Sometimes people see too much. It's like you the other day. You saw me out there. You saw me beat up a guy, didn't you? Saw me put a knife in his hand. But what you didn't see was a 15-year-old kid that was laying dead in an apartment over there.
Are you telling me this?
I want you to understand, that's all. You know, I think you should realize that Eddie Boggs, he isn't such a bad guy after all. He just hates pushers. He hates all kinds of crooks. And blackmailers. You know what I'm getting at, Emma? Well, good, then you'll understand what I gotta do here.
Just forget the whole thing. You just keep the money.
You're a greedy lady, Emma. I mean, you could change your mind, huh? So I can't take that chance, that's all.
Eddie.
You faint on me, man.
Oh, no, partner.
You faint on your partner.
Oh, no, Eddie. I would.
Eddie! Oh, no. Eddie.
We were going to do a lot of traveling, do all the things that we always wanted to do. I knew Eddie was in trouble, Lieutenant. I just didn't know it was that bad. Eddie wasn't bad.
We all make mistakes, Mrs. Boggs. But he was a good cop. Brave, devoted to his work. You keep those memories of him alive. All he had to do was tell the truth. Instead, he lied. And one lie led to another.
All his buddies swore by him. Only a handful came to the funeral.
20 years down the drain. Eddie, you held the department's highest award, the Medal of Honor. Now all they'll remember is